By analyzing the track record of U.S. District Magistrate Judge Deborah A. Robinson, it looks like the fix was in when it comes to Paul Manafort's case. Robinson appears to be sympathetic to Democrats, as she was appointed by former President Obama and previously donated to former President Bill Clinton's campaign. Robinson also dismissed a lawsuit brought against former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton by relatives of victims of the 2012 Benghazi attack, reports Fox News. Fox News reports the veteran judge, former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort, and his associate Rick Gates will appear in front of Monday afternoon, has presided over a list of big-name defendants and has experienced the criminal justice system firsthand when her son was convicted of dealing heroin. The case will then be handed over to an Obama-appointed judge who donated $1,000 to former President Bill Clinton's 1992 presidential campaign. Earlier this year, Jackson, a Harvard Law School graduate, dismissed a lawsuit brought against former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton by relatives of victims of the 2012 Benghazi attack. Jackson ruled that Clinton neither enabled the attack by communicating through her private email server, nor did she defame the victims' families in the aftermath, The Washington Times reported. Judge Robinson wrote in her ruling, "The court finds that Secretary Clinton was acting in the scope of her employment when she transmitted the emails that are alleged to give rise to her liability. The untimely death of plaintiff's sons is tragic, and the court does not mean to minimize the unspeakable loss that plaintiffs have suffered in any way. But when one applies the appropriate legal standards, it is clear that plaintiffs have not alleged sufficient facts to rebut the presumption that Secretary Clinton was acting in her official capacity when she used her private email server." According to Tickle the Wire, Judge Robinson also ruled against former Dick Cheney aide, Louis Scooter Libby, convicted of lying to authorities connected to the 2003 classified intel breach of CIA agent Valerie Plame Wilson. Robinson sentenced the former White House official to 2.5 years in jail. As the Gateway pundit previously reported, attorneys for Manafort and Gates entered pleas of not guilty to all charges for their clients. Both men had been placed under house arrest. The Justice Department released the list of 12 charges facing Manafort and Gates, which include conspiracy to launder money and making misleading FARA statements. Ex-Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort and Richard Gates indicted on 12 counts, including conspiracy against the United States, tweeted NBC News.